Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good. This is Ganesh Naik. We're going to be starting out with a quick video on the last 20 days that you should have for your preparation for your upcoming SCR exam. So the agenda is to talk about the last 20 days for your upcoming SCR April 2024 exam. Okay. Now the exam date is roughly between 20th and 20 to 28th of April. Okay, and students must have already selected their dates. So what ideally you should be doing over here in terms of preparation. Okay, let us assume we are going to start from 1st of April. Okay, and let me just take a quick guess that your exam is on 24th of April. Okay, so this is the time window that you have. So you should do first of all you should do a backward calculation that okay, from 20 if I'm going to give the exam on 24th, okay, then give at least 2 days, that means till 22nd, the last 2 days, okay, only reading the GARP material, one time fulls. Okay, the GARP material has to be gone through entirely full. Okay, now while doing so, don't try to read something new. If you're not comfortable in any chapter, any concept, don't just waste time in the last 2 days focusing on something new. Focus on your strength, okay, and focus on what you already know. Just refresh your memory over here. So just 2 days before your exam, try to keep that time only for reading. Okay, from here, from say 22nd, okay, you can just try to go say around 7-8 days, or say around roughly say 8 days. You can take into account. Okay, so around till 13th or 15th of April. Okay, so from 13th or 15th of April, depending upon how much your preparation is completed, from that date till 22nd, ideally you should be talking about, you should be only doing mocks. Okay, you should be only doing mocks. So when you're doing mocks, okay, ideally you should be focusing on the 2023 GARP sample paper. Okay, and also the 2024 paper, which is directly available with the students in their portal. So 2024 exam sample paper also, both has to be done properly end to end. Additionally, okay, if you have some institutes coachings mock papers, like we give mock papers for your preparation, so 2 mock papers also additionally. Okay, so that you should be trying to focus on. Okay, so in the last 8 or 7 8 days, depending upon how much time you're doing. And now how should you do the preparation, or how should you give that? Suppose you gave your first mock. I'm now only talking about mock exam, and let us assume we are standing on 14th of April. Okay, and you have decided to give your first mock. Okay, obviously you were reading before that and you gave the first mock, and give the mock properly in that proper time of around 3 hours, and do not deviate. Okay, and if possible, give it in the same time the actual exam is going to be. Okay, so you gave your first mock, then give at least 2 to 3 days time. Okay, say for example, you're giving the second mock over here on 17th. Okay, so you have given 3 days. Now the next, what should be you doing in those 3 days? You should be revising which all weaknesses you identified in the mock, whichever questions whichever questions you made a mistake or you could not answer. Go back to the book, read the concept again, make yourself comfortable with that content again. Okay, that is one area that you should be looking at. Okay, in that 3 days period, then do a general revision also. Now if you have given the second mock in 17th, on 17th, the next mock you can immediately give on 19th. 2 days. Why? Because see, when you're reading the content for the first time, the entire 8 chapters, it is going to take say 3 days, 2 days. But as you do second, third revision, your time will come down. Okay, so on 19th you can give your third mock. Okay, and then say probably on 21st, okay, or 22nd, depending upon your window, you can basically give your fourth mock. Okay, when you're doing the fourth mock, do your analysis properly. Now how will you do your analysis over here? So I'll just mention it, the way analysis of your mock exam. Okay, first thing, obviously you have to check how many questions were correct. So how many questions you got the correct answer. This is the very basic analysis that you have to do. Then you have to go and check what is the wrong answer. Okay, which concept those wrong answers were connected to, and read that concept again. Third thing that you should also look at is wherever you made a calculated guess. Okay, so while giving mock, if you're in a position to make a note, okay, possibly if it is possible, write it down that, okay, question number 10, I made a calculated guess. Now, why do you need this? When you did a calculated guess, at the end, at the time of your analysis, you will be able to understand, okay, I made 10 calculated guess and out of that 7 were correct. Okay, so it will give you some understanding with respect to your accuracy level of your exam preparation. Okay, that's calculated guess part is very, very important, and the wrong answers are very, very important. There can be also certain questions which you did not answer, in the exam. Okay, so those questions are also very much critical for your preparation, because what will effectively happen is that you will realize that those questions is actually the gap in your preparation. Okay, from here onwards you will be in a position to identify that, okay, we have to just revise or go through those questions again, or go through those concepts again properly. You cannot skip them. Okay, so this is how you should be looking at your mock analysis, and primarily you should be looking at 4 mocks, okay, depending upon how much bandwidth you have. So we talked about till 14th, okay, 13, 14. From here till here, what you ideally should be doing from 1st of April till 13th or 14th of April, what ideally you should be doing. In my opinion, if you have done reading to the entire content, if you have done some decent amount of question bank solving, then you should be doing 2 revision of the content. Okay, 2 proper revision of the content. When you're doing the first revision, okay, then at that point in time read full. Okay, but when you're doing the second revision, okay, read and focus on important concept. Focus on important concepts. Okay, so I'll be coming out with a video of important concept for each book. I'll be walking through the entire GAR book and we'll be highlighting this section is important, this section is important. So when you're doing the second revision, please make sure that you're doing it properly. Okay, please make sure that. Okay, so this is how you should be planning your last 20 days of your exam. Okay, like I said, I'll be coming up with one more video where I'll be talking about the important concepts itself. Okay, so thank you very much guys for watching the video, and do subscribe to our channel.